As of filming this, we are 7 days away from my wedding. 7. Holy crap. After a year and a half of planning, the coronavirus, cancer diagnosis, all of it, we are 7 days away. Wow, I'm trying not to get emotional. Sorry, guys. Whoo! 7 days away. Part of our wedding will involve driving from Chicago to Buffalo, New York, about 8.5 hours each way. And our honeymoon, Dan has rented us a cabin in the middle of the woods. What a safer way to, is there a safer way for a honeymoon than to rent a glamorous cabin in the middle of the woods with no other people, no interaction? It's gorgeous, it's quiet, and we're gonna be doing a lot of reading. So I wanted to bring to you my wedding TBR. So first, for those long car rides, I have chosen 2 audiobooks that we will try and get through. The first is Rebel Chef by Dominique Crenn. This audiobook is just under 5 hours. I'm sure we're going to blow through it. High level, Dominique Crenn is a 3-star Michelin chef in San Francisco and I believe the first woman in the United States to actually receive 3 Michelin stars. The memoir will cover her life, quite obviously. What I am excited to hear is that, she is an orphan, or she was an orphan, and is not a classically trained chef, yet has risen above to become the first woman in the US to receive 3 Michelin stars. And I'm very excited to get started. The second audiobook that we have is Franchise, The Golden Arches in the South. This is another food history book about the influence of food in the world of Black, specifically in the South in the United States. The writer is a woman of color, so I'm excited to continue to diversify my reading. Obviously, Golden Arches is a reference to McDonald's, but I believe the book will explore more than just that one franchise of McDonald's, but really how fast food has been both a blessing and a curse to the South and to Blacks. And I'm really excited to get started. I actually have a hard copy of both of these books, but what else are you going to do with 8 hours each way? I also am bringing 4 other books with me on the trip. The whole trip in is about 10 days. I really doubt I'm gonna finish them all, but because I'm such a mood reader, I wanna be able to swap back and forth if I want to. So the first book I'm bringing is Salt by Mark Kurlansky. This is a world history of salt. I don't know what else to say. I'm very excited. I have read Mark Kurlansky's book Cod, and I've always enjoyed his writing style. A little different from nonfiction, I will be bringing this fictional book, Pizza Girl by Jean Keong Fraser. This was a cover buy. I was obsessed with this cover. It's so cool. Quick inside cover synopsis. 18 years old, pregnant, and working as a pizza delivery girl in suburban Los Angeles, our charmingly dysfunctional heroine is deeply lost. She's grieving the death of her father, whom she has more in common with than she'd like to admit, avoiding her supportive mom and loving boyfriend, and flagrantly ignoring her future. Sounds fun. Third physical book I'm bringing is a memoir as well. This is Barbara Lynch's memoir, Out of Line, A Life of Playing with Fire. So Barbara Lynch is a celebrated chef. She's a successful restaurateur, and she is credited to really revitalizing the South Side of Boston with her restaurants, bringing business there and restoring some of its vanishing culture. I know about Barbara Lynch, I believe, from Top Chef Masters, but I love the idea that she's got such a cool story. She's one of 7 children raised by a single mom. She sounds like a woman who's gained all of her success through sheer moxie and tenacity. And she moved up the lines from waiting tables. And when they've tried to put her in the front of the house, she said, no, screw that. I need to be in the back. So I'm really excited to give Barbara Lynch's memoir a go. Final book I'll be bringing on this trip is a book that Dan and I have been trying to finish for a really long time. This is The Billionaire's Vinegar. This is by Benjamin Wallace, and it's the mystery of the world's most expensive bottle of wine. It's believed to be Thomas Jefferson's bottle of wine. Cases of it went missing hundreds of years ago, obviously, and now the bottles have been found, and these bottles are going to auction at extreme prices. The Billionaire's Vinegar tells the true story of a 1787 Chateau Lafite Bordeaux, supposedly owned by Thomas Jefferson, that sold for $156,000 at auction, and of the eccentrics whose lives intersected with it. Was it truly entombed in a Paris cellar for 200 years, or did it come from a secret Nazi bunker? Or from the moldy basement of a devilishly brilliant con artist? As Benjamin Wallace unravels the mystery, we meet a gallery of intriguing players, from a bicycle-riding British auctioneer who speaks of wines as if they are women to an obsessive wine collector who discovered the bottle. Suspenseful and thrilling, this is the vintage tale of what could be the most elaborate con since Hitler Diaries. So we have made, I'd say, a little bit of a dent in it. We've been doing this thing where we've been reading books out loud to each other at night. I don't know why, we just started doing it, and something about wine, because this is very history heavy, is putting us both to sleep. So I think I would genuinely enjoy this. I'm also fairly sure this is now a documentary, and if I can remember the name of it, I'll link it in my description below. But I really do want to finish this book. I do think it's interesting, and who doesn't love a con and a mystery? But reading it at night might be a little too dry for us. So those are the books. I need to cut this stupid little string out. So those are the books of my wedding TBR. No, there are no gushy, lovey wedding stories, because I'm getting married. I'm gonna live that outrageous romantic comedy movie and book. I don't need to read one. But what do you think of my selections? Do any of them seem interesting? Has anybody read Pizza Girl? Do you think you'd be interested by the global history of salt? If you're enjoying my bookish food content, please don't forget to hit the like and subscribe buttons below. And if you want to help support the channel, you can always buy me a cup of coffee with the link in my description. All of the money and proceeds are always used to help my channel, which kind of means you're helping me buy books. But hey, to each their own. I hope you are well. Please wear a mask, please stay safe, and have a great day.